This is a certified Bob Sponge 10 classic. Hey guys, back here with another legendary tier list. Today I'm going to be ranking the best Jewfros of all time. Yeah. There's a couple people I wanted to put on here, but I couldn't because they're not Jews. Bill Walton, Gordon Lightfoot, Bob Ross. I would have loved to put them on here, but they're not Jews, so I couldn't. Everybody on this list is a Jew. So we'll just go ahead and get started with the one that's off screen. He's not, well, I didn't do that on purpose. I just scoot it back up. Yeah, this is how we're going to do this. This is how it's starting out. Okay. So, Jonah Hill. His Jewfro is pretty generic, I'd say. Nothing to write home about, really. C is average. There's not an odd number of categories here, so I can't really. C. We're just gonna say C is average. It's gonna be. We'll put it in C tier for now. We might move it. We'll see. Okay. So next, we have Jim Croce. That is how you pronounce his name because I looked it up. You know, he made some bangers. He sure did. He does not have. If this was mustache rankings, if facial hair factored into it, he'd rank higher, but it doesn't. His Jewfro is kind of weak, to be honest. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to, well, okay, he would be D tier, but since he's dead, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He'll go in C tier with Jonah Hill. Young Bernie Sanders, his Jewfro was never really anything to write home about. He looks better bald, to be quite frank. He isn't. His Jewfro is nothing. It's nothing special. And he's also going to lose to a guy. He's also going to lose the Democratic nomination to a guy who literally has lost his mind. So that's just a big old L in my book. He is going to be in the D tier, and I think that's quite generous. Bob Dylan, size-wise, it's better than Jonah Hill and Jim Croce, but it's not that compact. He's got kind of that Einstein thing going on. It's just all over the place. Not really. It doesn't really settle very well. But it is bigger, so I'm going to put him in the C tier as well. Young Epstein. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. No homo or nothing, but he's a pretty good looking fella. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's a real ladies' man, so you gotta give him that. His Jewfro looked pretty good, man. Pretty good. I'm gonna put him in the B tier for now. It's definitely better than any of these others so far. I'm gonna put him in the B tier for now. Could move up. Well, he's not gonna move down, but he could move up. So I'm gonna put him right there. Jeremy Jam. My roommate insisted that I put him on here. He doesn't even have a Jewfro, really. His hair ain't curly. He's definitely Jewish, or he at least has Jewish tendencies. But, he's in the F tier. Whatever. My roommate's not going to watch this video anyway. Doesn't matter. Art Garfunkel. His Jewfro is decent. It's very decent. It's bigger than Jonah Hill and Jim Croce, and it's more compact than Bob Dylan. So Garfunkel is going to go in the B tier. Also, since I bumped up Jim Croce for his unfortunate passing, I have to do the same thing to Jeffrey Epstein. So he's going to go in the A tier. All right. Howard Stern. What's this guy's? Yeah, Howard Stern. I was thinking of Howie Mandel because he was on America's Got Talent. But yeah, Howard Stern. He's had this hair for a long time. It's very iconic. I think he should get some bonus points for that. It's not the most compact thing in the world, but it is curly, and it has a definite style to it. It's not like Bob Dylan's going all over the place. And it's iconic, and it's big. So I think Howard Stern's Jewfro goes in the A tier. All right. Will Ferrell. Now, I always thought he wore a wig for semi-pro, but I found an article where he said he actually grew it out. That is his real hair, and that is by far the best Jewfro on this list. Well, I don't know about by far, but come on, it's neat, it's big, it's compact, it's absolute S tier. S tier Jewfro from Mr. Ferrell. Now, I put this guy on here. I just looked up Jewfros and his name, and this picture came up. I forgot his name, but he's a music producer. He worked with the Beatles, I think, and he also killed his wife or something. But I mean, come on. That his hair doesn't look very good now, but back in the day, he was absolutely styling. I mean, this is bigger than any Jew could ever dream of maximizing their fro. Okay? This is the pinnacle Jewfro, except for maybe Will Ferrell, just from the neatness. But this pure mass, absolute beast of a Jewfro. So that's going in the S tier. Robert Downey Jr. Well, let me get he's not in the F tier, but I thought it'd be funny because he's in Tropic Thunder and he has blackface on and he's a Jew, except I'm now realizing that it's not funny, and he also doesn't even have an afro in this. That's not even an afro, so that was kind of an epic fail on my part. So he's going to go in the F tier. Oops. Shia LaBeouf. This is from Even Stevens. He had a better Jewfro in holes, but I couldn't find a good picture of it. So just pretend this is bigger and a little bit more compact. It's like he had like the kids version of Will Ferrell's Jewfro. Okay. So again, I don't have a good picture of it, but that coupled with the fact that holes is an absolute classic, coupled with the fact that Shia LaBeouf is the best actor in Hollywood, he is going to go firmly in the A tier. I could move him up once this video is done. I don't know. Snotty Boy, he's definitely a Jew. Don't make no mistake about it. His Jewfro is kind of misshapen. It goes straight up. But it's compact. And I don't know. I'm just infatuated with his Jewfro. I don't know. He's gonna go. It's not quite as nicely shapen as Epstein's or Shia LaBeouf's, and it's not as iconic as Howard Stern's, though. I think it's a strong B tier. It's a B plus tier. Okay. And finally, we have Tom Hanks. I couldn't find a good picture of his Jewfro either, that had the right dimensions to fit on this thing, because it has to be like a square. But his Jewfro is pretty good. It's better than I remember it being. It's judging by these three in the C tier, his Jewfro is probably better than all of them. Except, so he would be in the B tier, but he is a pedophile. So, but he does kind of go sicko mode. I mean, yes, he does have his name in Epstein's black book, but that's he's kind of making some big baller moves, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, I think he deserves to be in the B tier. He is a B minus. Snotty Boy is a B plus. Garfunkel is a B. Okay, that's how the B tier ranks. And that's it. That is my Jewfro tier list. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions, your hopes and dreams, your deepest, darkest secrets. I love you, and I'll see you tonight.